Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Welcome back to the vlog. We have some shocking news about yesterday.
Yeah, so, good news is we were celebrating Savannah's 18th birthday. You know, she is Mike's younger sister. And, everything's fine. We even had, they got in the pool, we had some cake, everything went well until after we came back from taking Savannah and Dawson back home. We went to the liquor stores to buy some things, and then when we were coming back, we saw an accident. There was this guy riding a motorcycle going down on Hastur towards the 22 freeway. You know, he was about to pass through Lamson, and he just crashed against a cargo van. You know, one of those vans that only have windows on the driver and the passenger side. And yeah, we thought that he was just knocked out, but it turned out that he died. Yeah, the accident killed him.
In fact, it was on this street over here towards the park.
Yeah, it was terrible. You know, the van was coming out of the park. I think he wanted to make a left turn, but he was just, the van was there frozen. You know, he wouldn't move, and the motorcycle guy just, and it was shocking. You know, we never thought we would experience, something like that, seeing someone dying, and it was terrible. You know, I hope this never happens to any of you.
Yeah, that's why I wish, you guys, if you're driving, follow the damn speed limit signs and, think. Don't try to race the red light because it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, this guy was going super fast, at full speed. If he would have gone slower, I'm pretty sure he would have been able to stop and, maybe go around the van and not suffer the fate that he suffered, unfortunately. And the van, if he would have moved, there were no cars passing by, so I don't know why he didn't just make his turn. And, the guy on the motorcycle would have just gone straight, and nothing would. Those are two ways in which this tragedy could have been avoided, but I guess none of them were thinking at that time. And
yeah, that's the problem with, where we're at the moment. People don't know how to slow the fuck down, use their damn turn signals, and think. But they think, oh yeah, let's just race it before the red light hits. What if someone's there? There goes the, it could cost you your life. If you survive, your car or vehicle, whatever you got, will be fucked.
Yeah, a lot of things are at stake when it comes to accidents, money-wise, material-wise, because, you run the risk of having your car destroyed, or, or maybe with damages that are very expensive to cover. But a worst-case scenario, you could die, and this is exactly what happened in this case. And yeah, that's why, as Mike was saying, please slow down. Don't use any drugs if you're gonna drive, or alcohol or weed, because even though you don't want to consider weed a drug, it is, because if it wasn't, then the police catches you that you're smoking while driving, it's still considered a DUI. So if it wasn't drug, or if it wasn't something that would intoxicate you, then they wouldn't be doing that. So yeah, just think before you do things, because you're not only gonna harm yourself, you're gonna harm your loved ones as well.
Even though I don't believe in, certain things, but that, I'm sorry, it fucked me up. It still fucks me up today.
Yeah, it's very recent, it's gonna, we're definitely never going to forget about this experience, and of course we're gonna share about it so that people know that they're not supposed to be doing this. It's terrible.
In fact, this is what I suggest for the city of Garden Grove. If whoever plans for the city will get their head out of their ass, besides the speed limit signs, put radar enforced and make sure that shit is enforced. As they start speeding, take a picture of the license plate, send them a ticket, say, hey, you're speeding, here's your ticket. Hope you learn your lesson. If they keep doing it, sorry. Revoke their license and they'll have to take the bus like I do.
Yeah, because unfortunately we do have a very bad speeding situation here on Hester Street. And, you know, cars, they just don't respect you know, they go over the limit. We're always, because, you know, our room is very close to the street, and we can see the cars all the time. Like, basically, when we want to watch a movie, we can't even hear it because the cars are always speeding. And yeah, so there's no speeding signs in there. But, you know, as I was telling my mom, the place could be full of speeding, speed limit signs, okay? If the people don't respect them, then it's gonna be pretty much the same thing. They're just gonna be going, you know, like, let's say it says 35 or 40, the limit. Imagine they go 60, 65, still gonna be the same thing.
And I know some police apologists are gonna get pissed with me. Don't defend everything they do, because most of them don't do their damn jobs, or some abuse their power. What they should do is do their jobs when it comes to, you know, those who speed, those who commit terrible, terrible crimes. And, you know, just watching that really, I don't know, it's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life, to be honest. What about you, baby?
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't have witnessed that. It shouldn't have turned out the way it did. And yeah, I mean, seeing someone die is just, it's a shocking experience. I mean, we didn't see his face. It was all covered, you know, because he was wearing a helmet. If he wouldn't have, I'm pretty sure things would have turned out worse. I mean, we would have seen some blood and everything, but still, just the shock, you know, like, the hit was big enough to kill him. You know, the van was like this, the motorcycle came down like this, and yeah, that's all it took for that poor guy to die.
Yeah, I think how he broke his neck, and the fact that how he died, I think it was like broken neck, died on impact kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I think as well.
Even though in horror movies, that counts as the shittiest deaths out there.
Yeah, I mean, it was, yeah, just like I said, don't drink and drive, you know, always be mindful of your surroundings. You know, if it's not your turn to go, don't go. Even if it is, if you see the other person as stubborn as going when he or she is not supposed to, just let them go. But make sure you avoid accidents at all costs, because not only it can cost you money, it can cost you your life.
That's why I'm glad that I don't have a license or a car yet. Because if someone hits my car, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, but I mean, we're going to be even more pissed if you go to the hospital.
Yeah. In fact, the person who hit me, I would sue their ass.
Yeah, and hospital bills, they can skyrocket.
That's the problem with this country. That's why I call your politicians about that and call out those insurance companies saying, hey, stop raising the goddamn price.
Yeah,
we're not fucking rich.
And a lot of times when you get into an accident, it's not only the hospital cost. I mean, sometimes they send you for adjustment to chiropractic clinics.
Yeah.
They can be pretty damn expensive as well.
That's the problem with this country. We're focused on other shit when we should focus on better health care, because...
Yeah. I mean, what does the government do with all that money? They use it on war, right? They believe that's more important than to take care of its citizens.
That's why other countries, they're the lucky ones. They got this thing called universal health care.
Yeah, like Mexico. Like, people here are always talking shit about Mexico, about how shitty it is when it really isn't. Because, I mean, at least they have good insurance to cover the poor.
Right there, so myth busted, you racist fuckers.
Yeah, I mean, if Joe Biden was such a good president, why is he not focusing on that? He's only focusing on giving us money that he's going to take from us during tax season
Actually,
later.
that's Mussolini.
Well, but he's doing it because of Biden. You know, Biden is the one who gave him the idea about giving money.
Yeah, but you know how it's not going to be passed because the Senate is like majority rule or vote, whatever the fuck they call it. No, I think it's called 2/3 vote. Yeah, I took U.S. politics. I wish I'd never taken that class, but to pass a law, I think it's called 2/3 vote. That means if 2/3 of Congress allows it, it happens. But if it doesn't, sorry.
But you know, the government always wants to do whatever the hell they want. Like, even if people don't want to, you know, like, they don't give a damn about your vote. So They're just gonna do whatever they want, and if they want to take your money, that's exactly what they're gonna do. So they're gonna take from your taxes. They're gonna tell you, oh, it's from the stimulus, you know, because of COVID and all that shit. But then when tax season comes, they're gonna say, oh, it's just, you know, remember that money we gave you in June, July? Yeah, we're taking that back. So I mean, basically, it's not your money, right? That we're just lending it to you. So your tax money is not your money anymore. And what does the government have to say about that? Oh, deal with it. You don't like it, move to it. Well, if you move to a different country, you're gonna be up against, you know, you don't know what you're gonna be up against.
Well, I have my own beliefs when it comes to government, but you know, it's not the president that's the most powerful. It's actually the Senate. Everyone knows that. Because if the president really was in charge, he would call out the Senate, he would call out the House, call out everybody. But
well, actually, the president of the U.S., you know, regardless of party, he's always going to be the most powerful, because if he's not in favor of what the other branches of government decide to, he's just going to veto it, right? What did Bush kept doing when he was president? He kept vetoing every bill or proposition or whatever that the other branches, like I think Congress or the Senate, I forgot who, they were always wanted to reach a decision when it came to immigration reform. Bush kept vetoing it because he didn't want all those undocumented people to receive documents. He had another idea. He said that he wanted them to be like temporary workers so that they can go back to their countries after, you know, their permits were expired or whatever.
Visas, I think it's called.
Yeah, working visas, yeah. So.
Yeah. But everyone knows Bush was a shitty president to begin with.
Yeah, that's true.
I think most of the world viewed him as the devil in a way.
Yeah, and then people thought that Obama was gonna change a few things, but he really didn't. When it came to immigration, because history tells that he was the person who deported most people. So
the only thing that he really did, well, there's a few things I can think of that he did good. Like, he fixed our national debt. So see, that's the problem. Republicans add to the national debt, but Democrats could fix it. So right there.
yeah.
I don't want to hear any Republicans, as I call you fuckers, to start bitching and whining.
Yeah, but then Democrats do also cause other problems, you know, especially in immigration, because they like to overflow the country with people who are not supposed to be here, causing trouble and making, you know, I went through this, you know, I'm from North Hollywood, and my family and I had to leave because it's shitty there. Like, it's not safe. Like, if you've seen how unsafe Compton and other areas are, well, North Hollywood is just as unsafe as those areas, because there's people who are not supposed to be here, and it's full of graffiti, full of trash, you know. It's disgusting.
Let's get out of the politic talk and talk about yesterday's shit. Because if I keep talking politics, I know some of you assholes will bitch about it.
Well, I don't care if people bitch, you know. In my case, I just like to talk about whatever we, you know, and that's what we do in our podcast as well. We talk about everything and everyone. That's what we like to do.
But as I always say, babe, and you know it, fuck politics, drink beer.
Yeah. Yeah, it was exactly what we did yesterday.
Well, I don't drink beer unless I'm like, you know what, this beer seems okay, I'll give it a shot. I'm more of a hard liquor type of guy.
Yeah.
Except tequila. Fuck tequila. That fucks me up.
Yeah, and he was having whiskey, right, babe?
Mm-hmm. Jameson.
Yeah, I like beer, but, you know, micheladas here and there. And well, I like hard liquor too, but I don't like to do too much of it because I don't like getting wasted.
But that accident yesterday, we're gonna get back to that topic. That's what I'm telling all of you. Slow the fuck down. It's not a goddamn race. You're not in the Fast and Furious or Need for Speed games and all that.
Yeah, just We don't need any more accidents like that happening because, if that guy, if that guy's parent,
Family?
yeah, his parents, his family, whoever, and he has parents, can you imagine how they're feeling right now knowing that their son is dead?
Or a family member saying, like, say he cousin, brother.
Or if he had a wife and children, I mean, they're gonna be devastated.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, so just your life should be your priority. So don't speed. If you're gonna drink, stay home, or have someone that will drive you there.
Yeah, that's the advice we have to give. Just have a designated driver. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty much all we can cover for now.
Yeah, right now we're on our way to the gym, and after that we're gonna be returning a table and chairs that we got yesterday for the party. Yeah, if you want to check out the pictures and videos, you can see our Facebook pages. My username is Elizabeth.Millan, which is MILLAN 2010. That's my Facebook username.
I thought it was Instagram.
Oh, Facebook and Instagram, because you know how...
You can link it.
Yeah, exactly, so that's what I did. What about you, babe?
Well, my Facebook is different from my Instagram, but they're still linked. I don't remember it very well. Just type Mike McDaniels and you'll see me and my wife in our wedding photo.
Yeah.
Even though I look weird in a tux, but hey.
I prefer to give you my username because if you type Elizabeth Millan on YouTube, you're going to see a lot of Elizabeth Millans.
And I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. Like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah, hit that bell icon for notifications.
And we will start updating as soon as we can of more videos. I keep saying photo.
Just a quick reminder, we're gonna be going to Vegas next Friday, July 30th, and we're gonna come back in August the 1st. So after that, we're gonna start doing more podcast episodes. We have a few ideas on who to invite for guests and everything.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we just need some guest ideas. Just right now, we're drawing a blank, but we'll find somebody.
Yeah, so you want to check out our podcast again, just look it up as Hollywood Girl and Wrath. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Google. Oh, also SoundCloud, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys have those, check it out. You won't regret it. So we will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.